Well. I guess by now, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that the infamous Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Sorry, P. No Goody, P. Pissy Diddy has been formally sentenced to 4 years plus in prison. Now, let's keep in mind, I just saw on Twitter, which was a very astute observation, that he's already been in there for about a year. So they're going to give him time served plus good behavior. I think I said on the last video, he'd probably be out by summer. And honestly, my friends, that's probably what's going to happen. Probably by June, July, they're going to let his black ass out. But at least he got some additional time. He did quite a bit of crying and groveling in court today, begging the judge to have mercy on him, the mercy he gave none of his victims. He deserves every second of that time he's going to get in there. Every second. And hopefully this will be the doorway, the gateway to more victims coming forward and more charges being brought. Because let's be honest, the charges for today were not the gamut of everything this demon has done. So, this is good, but this ain't hardly enough. This ain't hardly enough. This ain't hardly enough. So let's celebrate that he's not going to be popping bottles tonight. He's not going to be getting his Johnson sup tonight. He's not going to be eating lobster and steak and shrimp tonight. He's going to be eating a bologna sandwich with some beef stew with no beef. I'm so glad he's not walking free tonight. That was my biggest concern, that this man was going to be released today. Thank goodness that is not the case. Keep him locked up. Now, all day long, I was monitoring the hearing updates on Twitter. And I saw all kind of stuff that just had my blood boiling. Everything from that whack video they showed in court to try to make him look like he's some nice guy with clips from 15, 20 years ago. This crackhead, allegedly. I am so happy right now because enough of people being victimized and brutalized in this country and people just getting away with it. Now, like I said, this isn't enough time. They should have given him at least 10 years. At least 10 years. But at least his arrogant ass didn't get to grab up his knapsack and leave out of there today. At the very least. At the very least, he's not going to be able just to get up and go home and kick his crusty feet up today. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for that. Earlier this morning, apparently he said in that letter, he didn't have any victims. You didn't have any victims? The judge said, no, sir, you have at least 10 victims. What do you mean you don't have any victims? Then they said this man had some sort of appearance set up for him in Miami next week. He'd already booked some appearances. How arrogant do you have to be? He trotted out all these people. Now all these people have come out here to defend him, thinking they were going to help him get it. They really thought he was going to get out today. They really thought he was going to get out today. They did. They thought he was going to get out. So they went ahead on and they paraded all these people. Oh, he's a good man. He's not a good man. He's a horrible man. He's not a good man. I'm over the moon that they're going to keep his butt in there. He just keeps on laying on these false, phony, I'm so sorry, judge, it's tough in prison. No shit. That's why you in there. He was weeping in court. He was weeping in there. Now, of course, there were crocodile tears in one aspect, but trust me, he don't want to be in there. He don't want to be in there. You think this man with all this money at his disposal, all this wealth, he wants to be in a dirty, dusty. He said it's 25 people in a room. Add 25 more. We need justice for victims in this country. We need justice for victims on this planet. People are out of control. It's sick. You can't do whatever you want to people and get away with it. You can't do that. So to all the people out there who have been victimized and brutalized, ignored, shunned, I know this isn't exactly what he needed, but at the very least, you can rest easy tonight knowing his money didn't buy him freedom today. Because that's what they were trying to do. His money didn't buy him freedom today. And that's one of the most important things that we can all be able to rest easy about, at least for this brief moment. Now, like I said on the last video, I said I think by the summer he's going to be out, and he most likely is. They may push it to like next September, let him stay in there. It won't be quite a whole nother year from today, but it'll be close. They'll let him stay, I think, till maybe September, maybe mid-August to September. I think he's going to get out. Early, I was thinking maybe June, but nah. I think they'll let him stay in there till like August, September. And then he's going to get out. Now, at that point, I don't know what he's going to do. I would hope he would slow down, but somebody that depraved, somebody that brazen, somebody so arrogant to book appearances next week, and maybe he was trying to be, he was trying to manifest his freedom. No, sir. No, sir. Take your black ass back in that cell. And don't drop the soap. I'm just all day long. You see people on Twitter. Somebody said, the judge is trying to, charge him for crimes he wasn't even charged for. No, the judge wasn't. The judge was following procedure. The judge was following the rules and regulations. Shut up, because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. All kinds of little experts online running their mouths. They don't know what they're talking about. Everybody, though, with the tunnel vision of, if Diddy gets out, Diddy said he was going to listen to my album. Diddy said he was going to listen to my song. Diddy said he was going to put me on. This is how people are motivated. This is how people move. They don't give a shit about nobody else. Only thing they're thinking about is, how can he get out? I had a good contact with him already. I think he'll be able to help me. I need him out. I need him out free so he can make this call for me at this place. I'm trying to get a gig. I'm trying to get a deal. I'm trying to get on. This is how people operate. This is how people operate. And so right now, there's a lot of people who had a lot of stuff weighing on Diddy getting out. Well, Diddy ain't getting out right now. So back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. This is a great moment today for victims everywhere that they didn't have to watch him prance his ass out of there today. At the very least. Is this enough justice? It's not enough justice for me, but it's at least a little bit of something. It's at least a little bit of something. I'm going to go and do a little bit more watching to see kind of what some of the commentary is post this hearing today. I think that hopefully others who have perpetrated similar crimes are shaking in their boots. So they realize you can't just buy your way out of these situations. You can't just do whatever you want and pay people off and go and live however you would like while victims suffer. You can't do that. And we're not going to be going for it anymore. It's enough. People are going to be reporting on this stuff. People are going to be pointing out that you have brutalized and victimized them. And they're going to make it very clear that they want justice. The courts are so corrupt in this country. It's unbelievable. The things people get away with. The abuses of children, the abuses of women. Something has to give. Something has to give. So to Judge Subramanian, thank you, sir. Thank you for being courageous and not letting this man out, because I know they were weighing heavily on you. I know they were doing everything they could to get to that man. Did he give him as much time as he deserved? No. But at the very least, he didn't slap this man on the wrist and let him prance his ass out of there today. For that, he gets my tiny bit of gratitude. Because he really, like I said, he really should have been sentenced to 10 years. He should have got 10 years, at least. I just saw some folks saying that there's other folks that may follow, and I really hope they do, because you know he has a ream of victims. A ream of them. I saw the photos of his mama dressed in white, no doubt. You know, she wants to block negative energy. You are the negative energy, ma'am. You are the negative energy. So you just cloaked yourself up, hopefully to block you from everybody else. So happy Friday, my friends. I'm glad it's over. I'm so glad it's over. It took all day long to get to this verdict. The judge giving his decision. It's crazy. But they were doing everything they could on the legal team, on the defense. Everything they could to try to convince this judge to let this man out. Today. Brian Steele, one of his main defense attorneys, talking about he spent more time with Diddy than his family since he started representing him. Well, you are a fool, sir. You are a fool. You knew the things this man was accused of and the things that he admitted to you, and let me stop. A defense attorney, you know, that's their job. I get it. But damn. Anyway, I'm glad this news came down today, because knowing that he would have went and gotten to a shiny black Yukon, whatever, Escalade, whatever they got up there, would have been a lot for me to stomach tonight. I would have gotten over it. You know, he didn't do nothing to me. But it's the matter of knowing that people are out here who just get away with brutalizing people. I don't like it. I don't rest well with those thoughts in my mind, you know? So that would have been a lot for me today. Of course, I would have gotten over it, but when you feel compassion for people, it's hard to hear people getting brutalized and mistreated. And that video of Cassie alone, I don't know how anybody could have seen that and had any remorse for him. None. Not one bit. And that's just what we saw. Some of the stories that came out during the trial, before and after. This man has caused a lot of pain. So what he's enduring in prison is nothing. Nothing. It's nothing. He deserves that and more. He deserves that and more. That video they showed was appalling. His girls have graduated from high school. I don't think they've graduated from college. I think just high school. 18, 19, maybe even 20 years old. He's showing videos when they were little arm babies. What are you doing? What kind of manipulative bullshit is this? We don't want to see no old ass Christmas videos and shit. Stop trying to manipulate people. That's his problem now. that he even thought that was a good idea. Oh, pull together these clips. And trust me, let me explain something to you. I'm not going to sit here and say what I think about whether this man loves his children. Although, you know, apparently there's some horrible things he's said and done to them over the years, allegedly. But understand this. When a person reaches a certain level and they're in the public eye, they become very performative when they know the cameras are on. So trust me, those engagements that were all captured on video and cameras and all this other stuff, this man knew he was going to need that stuff eventually. He knew who he was. He was gathering artifacts so that he could show this stuff one day. Oh, look at me. I was playing with my baby. Ooh, look at this goo goo gaga. Nigga, please. Please out here. Please. You were performing even then. You were performing even then. Well, guess what? It didn't work. Boil that shit up and throw it out. Nobody cares about you holding a little bundle of joy when you've caused all this havoc on your employees, on vendors, on your lovers, on the family members of your lovers. Screw you. How dare you try to use a baby to get your ass off? Because that's what he was trying to do. Appeal to people. Oh, look at him with the kids. Look at him with his children. Nigga, please. That's why your black ass is going to be staying in there. Let me stop. I probably worked myself up thinking about this stuff. I need you guys to understand this. I feel things very deeply, very passionately, if you haven't noticed by now. And I have a very low tolerance for people who think they can do whatever they want and get away with it. I don't like it. We can't. A world like that is a bad place. Ladies and gentlemen. It's a bad place. We don't want to live in a world like that. We need a world where checks and balances are working effectively. Without that, we get chaos, we get confusion, we get stressed, strife. It's no good. It's no good. So, hats off to Judge Supermanian. Hats off to the prosecution. Hats off to everyone who stood their ground and didn't fold under the pressure, the immense pressure, I'm sure, from everyone on his side. The immense pressure. Because I can only imagine. I'm sure he is enraged right now. And that makes me feel so good. Anyway, rest easy, my friends. Stay safe out there. Till next time. Peace.